Hey everybody, what's up? It's time to be back again with yet another video, and today I am unboxing Season 5 of The Last Ship on Blu-ray. Very, very excited to get this because this concludes my hunt for getting The Last Ship in its entirety, especially considering it's not available on streaming anymore. You can't buy it digitally, at least not on iTunes. And it's wild. TNT made this, okay? So TNT, you would imagine the stuff that they've made would at least be available to stream on Max, but they removed the final season from Max. Not sure why. I mean, there's no tax write-off because the rest of the seasons are available on Max. But this is actually part of me deciding to go back and collect some of the shows that I had stopped watching when I transitioned from collecting physical media to, transitioned from watching stuff on streaming it on television to collecting physical media. And there were 2 or 3 shows that I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy these right now because they're on Hulu and I'm sure they're always going to be on Hulu. And I was like, you know what? I should probably focus on getting the things I care the most about. And some of those shows happen to be one of those shows that I accidentally left behind in that transition. And when I went to go get these Blu-rays, didn't, change my decision on whether or not I was going to get these Blu-rays, but I looked up the series. It turns out that this is one of the shows that I thought would always be on Hulu and is no longer on Hulu because not TNT, but Warner had a pretty good relationship with the Hulu folks and like all their shows were on Hulu. So I was like, oh, this is going to be on there forever. This was several years ago. This kind of just goes to show you that, don't assume that a show is going to be on streaming forever, just because, people have a good relationship at the moment or whatever, because in a few years, it might still be gone. Oh, this is cool. So this is an import, a foreign import, because I couldn't find the English language Blu-ray for this season anywhere. So the person selling me this on eBay left this little note here that says, "Hello, thank you for buying. To find the original English language, you can change inside the menu or easy with your remote control audio. If you need more help, please let me know. Enjoy the series and stay safe, Monica." Okay, very clearly not a native English speaker. Actually, the seller is actually really nice. I think she was the one who messaged me after I ordered it, before even shipping it, and was like, hey, this is not a Region A Blu-ray. Like, this is not a Blu-ray that's going to work on American players. Are you sure that this is what you want? I can give you something else that I'm selling that is Region A if you'd like, because, I don't want to give you something that's not going to work on their players. And I think that was a really nice gesture. Most sellers generally don't do that. But thankfully, most of the content that I get, I actually stream, I rip, and I put it on a Plex server, and my 4K Blu-ray reader that's on my computer is region-free. I also have a region-free Blu-ray player over here. The only thing I'm not going to be able to use this on is the PS5, I believe. I think it's region-locked, but which is fine, because as long as my Plex server is running, or my 4K Blu-ray player is working, I'll always be able to view this anyways. But I just appreciated the gesture. I thought it was really nice, so I figured I would mention it here. But anyways, here we have the art on the front. I think the art is rather nice. I don't like how a lot of these foreign discs, they have this little thing here. It covers up, I think, a fair amount of real estate on the case. But it doesn't really mar it too much. I think it's still cool. Nice, dramatic artwork. Here, on the side, we get a little thing that lets us know that this is The Last Ship, and it lets people who don't speak English that this is the 5th season. One thing I did notice, I think this is flipped the other way for most discs that I get. Usually I have to flip it like this, but, small thing that I noticed, a little detail. Here we've got what I assume is a description of this season. You guys can decode this or whatever and put that in the comment section. That wouldn't hurt my feelings necessarily. We've got some set photos down here, what I assume is a list of special features. The tech specs down here, as well as all the usual copyright stuff down here at the bottom. All the things that you would expect. Opening this up. Oh, this is kind of cool. So I'm initially met with this insert, which shows ads for DVDs and Blu-rays of different series. So we've got here Doctor Who, The New Pope. You've got, I don't know what Die Durals is, whatever that is. Narcos Mexico. Pest. I've never heard of Pest before. A couple of Miss Fisher's series. I'm not familiar with any of these. Kind of cool. For those of you who don't know, I actually like it when there are inserts like this in there because they kind of serve as like a time capsule. You get to see sort of what either was being made or was being sold around the time that this was manufactured. So it's a kind of nice way to go back in history a little bit. This is also kind of nice. Here we have each disc, and it says which episodes are on which disc. This says episodes 1 through 5 are on disc 1, and this here says that episodes 6 through 10 are on disc 2. So that also is rather nice. Another thing that's kind of cool too, or actually rather interesting, is just like the other physical media releases for the series, we've got stuff on the back, but unlike the other releases, these are not, this is not just a picture. This is basically the exact same thing that's on the back, but just reflected on the inside. I'm not sure why they decided to do this. I'm not sure what the point of this is, because if you, I don't get it, because if you want to see what's on here, you could just go on the back. I don't know why you would want to see it. Now, one thing I guess I could do is, on the front, this doesn't have the little ratings thing in the corner. So one thing I could do is, I could reverse it so that I don't have this little blue square on the front. I might actually do that. That'd be kind of cool. But generally, from like a manufacturer's perspective, I don't know what they were thinking there in doing this. But anyways, that's pretty much all that I have for this. A very nice physical media release from a very nice reseller on eBay. Very greatly appreciate her selling this to me and the kind gestures that she extended my way. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have. So if you have any thoughts about the series, thoughts about how the show has been distributed over the years, thoughts about that particular physical media release, let me know in the comments below. I do enjoy looking at your guys' comments from time to time when you do happen to leave those. And yeah, I guess I'll just see you guys in another video if you want to see another one of my videos. Wait, was the camera phone?